first down, Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Trucks over him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
Protein spell. Check out.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
49, guys. Mike.
Working from the gun, Manning. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Kroft with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Go now. AC Gator.
That's a gain of 3.
49 to the back. 149.
Manning going to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put.
Bravo. Go. Go.
Hey, watch the slant. 49.
Hit.
Here we go on 4th down with Manning. And Ingram holds it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Manning to Barkley on the draw play. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To throw, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Let's go, fuck.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, or 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now Hauschka to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Bills 28, Giants nothing.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm more preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And 12 at the 26-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. We own them.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Kareem Martin. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The toss out to Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Go. Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, high 7. Watch 49.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Manning to throw. And Tate's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. Now, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Right over there, right over there.
Hey, Alpha.
58, right there. So we got man.
Big grip.
They do go for it. It's Manning. Got a man, Slayton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now Manning again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch his play.
Fair.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From midfield, here's Manning. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
29 is the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the grab by Croft. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 11 now. Manning, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing now is Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Got it. 3rd down. Mike, 49. Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Catch made by Slayton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting report?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Big Dalvin Tomlinson. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley his second touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And the defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
With the score, Bills 38, Giants 7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, it's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
7.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's got his man. This is Tate. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Manning now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They'll go to Barkley again. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get him, boys.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He completes it to Tate. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Pilot, 64, weak river.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their time.